Hey, what up, Fear Clan and Fear Clan haters? Co-leader Hollow Knight here with an NPL Minors interview with the Uzigunner himself. Uzi, tell me how many seasons you've been playing in the NPL.
I think I've been playing two straight seasons of minors, and I got in through doing an NPL Minors tryouts tournament. And yeah, even though I won that entire thing, my two seasons haven't been the best. Yes, that's how it is. Yeah,
Okay, well now it's a new season. Do you think you're gonna learn from your mistakes and show that you've improved and you're ready for majors?
pretty much. Yeah, like that's always the plan. Um, honestly, like I would say that a lot of factors played in the last two seasons that kind of hindered with me with my ability to play well. But most of it, honestly, being centered around what I drafted, because like there were some holes in the two teams that I drafted, which I'd say that my opponents capitalized on very well and really gave me a hard time for. So this time around, I think hopefully things are gonna be different. Yeah.
Okay, I definitely plan to talk about your draft, but first I wanted to ask about your reviews. So you write reviews for Pokemon fan-made games, right?
Yes, I do. I do reviews for Pokemon fan games and ROM hacks, and unlike what some PokeTubers do, where they just um, where they just do a rambling, where they just do a ramble of the game and just half-assedly call it a review. It's not that's not how I do. Like if I actually give a proper review where I show footage of the game being played, a proper background music of that game soundtrack, which complements the situation, and overall, like I give my review of the entire game, um, and try to make it as aesthetically pleasing as possible without having GFX and all that stuff. So yeah, like I chose to do this, and at the end, I chose to do this because of the fact that I've been playing ROM hack slash fan games for over 5 years now. I think it's my sixth year, and
Okay. No, I was just taking a deep breath. So you've been playing for 5 years, but how long have you been doing the reviewing?
oh yeah, I recently started it like this December,
Was this?
and yeah, this December, and thankfully it's been getting very well received. In fact, I dare say that it's pretty much hit a career renaissance for my channel. Yeah, I've had a career.
Okay, so how long does it typically take you to complete a review from playing the game to uploading it? Are there like any steps that you typically follow?
Oh, trust me, a lot of work is being put into it. Like, um, first things first, I have to play and finish the entire game, which usually takes me a week. And like in that time frame, I record clips of moments which I find so that I can easily access it. And then like after I'm done playing the entire game, I record. I mean, I set a script which takes like 6 hours to make, by the way. And then after that, I record the needed bits like which involve my face cam and stuff. Which, if added with the editing that is put into it, takes a total of 9 to 10 hours. So yeah, uh, it's it's something that really is challenging a lot of times, but find it enjoyable. So yeah, that's what matters.
Yeah, definitely have to enjoy what you do, especially when it's a hobby. So, what was your favorite fan-made game to play?
My favorite fan made game is something that I actually haven't reviewed yet. Would be Pokemon Ruby Destiny Life of Guardians. It's actually a rather old ROM hack, but which came out in 2013, if I recall correctly, or 2012. Not entirely too sure. But like it's been in that game has been in development since before Black and White even came out, and yeah, like the Ruby Destiny series, if to those that are not really familiar with ROM hacks slash fan games, is one of the what I would call trailblazers to the entire world of these sorts of games to begin with, because during that time there really wasn't much content regarding these. And like Ruby Destiny, in my opinion, will always have a special place in my heart, mainly because of how great the story was, how each uh, how each character's fall into place, and like, oh yeah, by the way, it's a trilogy. Like there are three of these games with Ruby, the Life of Guardians being the last one. But regardless, the thing is, each game managed to outlast its predecessor, and Ruby and Life of Guardians is the only ROM hack that I've played for over 4 times now, might I add. So, yeah, it's definitely a top tier fan game. I mean, ROM hack, and I would recommend it to anybody that wants to get into it.
So, do you typically enjoy the fan made games more, or the Nintendo's games?
That's a tough one, I would say, because like at best, ROM hacks and fan games are using outdated graphics, outdated mechanics, and all that stuff because like they're ROM hacks of Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, GBA games. No, not the Global Battle Association. And like even fan-made games, they use graphics of, let's see, at best Gen 4 Gen 4 graphics. So in that sense, obviously Nintendo games take the cake because they're much more advanced. But like the reason why I like ROM hack slash fan games so much is because of mainly because of the creativity that Pokemon fans are able to bring out with it. Like there's nothing that holds them back from bringing out what their vision is, and for the most part, I would say that many fan games or ROM hacks that I've played, their story actually eclipses the Nintendo's Game Freak story, but that's a very select few. Yeah. So if I were to choose, I'd say that I guess I guess that I can't choose. Both have their benefits and drawbacks. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Earlier in the interview, we started talking about how your season was going to go and how you thought you were going to go. And to be honest, for this season, I think we're all a little bit disappointed in you. We didn't see a round one Pikachu or like another meme pick, but instead of pick 11, you picked up a Kyron Black. Did you expect it to drop to you?
Hell no, dude! I was seventh in the freaking draft order, and I'm like, yeah, this shit ain't coming to me. And then I see everybody drafting Tapu Koko, Mega Lopunny, Celesteela, which is Gucci and all, but I'm still the seventh pick. Somebody's supposed to take Kieran Black before me, but no, it just came. And hey, we take those.
So after you got the Kyron Black, did you make like a draft plan or did you just go out and like freestyle it, see what was left? How did you do the entire draft?
Um, I, I mean, like a huge support for my entire draft plan would have to be like Matty Brawlick. Yeah, like he pretty much was there with me through thick and thin throughout the entire process. He and I've been throwing ideas left and right, and we pretty much planned on the fly really because like if you have a set, this is just my opinion, but if you have a very set draft plan, 99% of the time it is not gonna work out for you. All right, it's it's more or less it has a 99% chance of failing. So I like to make sure that I draft on the fly based on what my opponents have been drafting, so that when it fails, I don't have to like reevaluate my plan for like 30 straight minutes and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so you went with a sand plug consisting of Stoutland. Did you get the sand because it was there, or at any point did you consider picking up and building around Excadrill?
Not really. Like Sand was pretty much last second actually. Instead of there was another Pokemon that I wanted to take instead of Tyranitar, which regrettably got sniped before it could make its way over to me. I can't necessarily recall what that Pokemon was, so that's on me. But yeah, like, oh no, no wait, no, that's a different draft. But yeah, like the fact that Pokemon got taken really left a dent in my plans. So Maddie and I, like, after some talking, we decided that Tyranitar would be a perfect replacement for it. And then after that, I was like, you know what? Let me just do a one up and get Sand 2 while I'm at it in Stoutland. And you already know Stoutland, for something that's very cheap, is definitely a very solid Pokemon if used right. So yeah, I never considered it because that shit got taken way before my turn to rent.
Okay, so you have a round three Uniclus, which is important because I heavily believe in having a good psychic type. What are your thoughts on the psychic typing to the format, and do you think Uniclus fulfills all the roles of a psychic that a psychic should have?
Yeah, Rio Nicholas is something that I wanted to try out for a very long time in draft format. Like, I think it definitely takes the cake as one of the absolute best psychic types out there. And yeah, like, it can pull off so many roles. Like, for instance, it can't get poisoned. It can't get poisoned or burned thanks to Magic Guard, which is a no-brainer. But at the same time, it can also run a regenerator set which with like Assault Vest, which is also a common set which you see nowadays in draft format, can really be of a huge assistance. I feel, and yeah, just its coverage alone, what it's alone its bulk, it in my opinion, at the very least, is what I like to call a complete package, and it definitely can be one of my best sponges to fighting type attacks in general. So yeah, like, I'm very excited. I'm very excited and happy to be able to draft this thing, and let's see where I can go with it.
Okay, so I'm putting you on the spot right now with not much to go off but a post-draft recap. How well do you think you're going to perform this season? And do you think you're going to go do well enough to secure a promotion at the end of the season? So I think that means making the finals.
You bet your ass I will. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn what how my past two seasons went and all that stuff, because at the end of the day, whatever happened in the past, it happened. And as long as you look at your past replays, take your past losses into consideration, and help it improve you as a battler, then I'd say that things are gonna go well for you. Like, that's my belief. And yeah, if we got some stiff competition this year. Like, we got some great guys from the Hive coming, as well as some old NPL minors guys. But the fact of the matter is, whatever it is that I involve myself in, I always aim for number one. Because if you ain't aiming for number one, you ain't doing things right. So yeah, I'm here to win. So let's see how it goes.
Yeah, definitely. So there is definitely some great competition coming into MPL, and I definitely hope you do well this season. I wish you good luck. But as sort of a follow up, who do you think you're going to be playing in the finals then? And who else do you think is going to go deep enough to secure the promotion?
That's a tough one, to be honest. Mainly because of the fact that, like, and I mean, no, absolutely no disrespect when I say this whatsoever, but I don't really know half of the new guys that came here in the minors. Really sorry, but yeah, like, if I were to choose, I would say that I'm not sure, honestly, because, like, I more or less am in the unknown when it comes down to knowing how these people even play their games. So I don't think I can give a comment on that. But whoever it is that I end up facing in the finals, if I ever do make it, that is, I look forward to it. Yeah, and I hope I can give everybody a good show and beat them up. Yes.
Yeah, we're definitely going to beat them up. You're going to win the entire season. It doesn't matter who you play. Nobody's good enough to stand up to you. Definitely. So do you have any final comments on that? That these unknown talents trying to come and stand up to you. You're the Uzigunner.
Yeah. Who are you, nobodies? You people are nothing to me. You're gonna stay in the minors division while I get promoted to the division, and cut that bit out, please.
No, we're not gonna cut that bit out. So, yeah, thanks everybody for watching. I'm Hollow Nasty. I'm here with the Uzi Gunner. Wait, you have a final comment? You have nothing else you want to say?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Just because I know how some people are in the community, I'm kidding about what I said. Like, don't take anything I say here seriously. But regardless, just know that if I'm gonna be very honest, I may as well be that right now. I look forward to facing each and every single one of you. And yeah, here's to having a great season, both for me and you.
Okay, yeah, okay, definitely. So again, this is Hollow Nasty here with Uzigunner. His links are going to be in the description below. Definitely check him out if you're interested in the ROM hacks or the fan games, everything like that, because his reviews are pretty good. So yeah, I hope you guys stick around and watch the rest of the season. I'm rooting for you, Uzi. Good luck. And
Thank you.
one final question: Do you eat ass?
Nah, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.